Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. We are in a brand new year. It is January 2022. Can you believe it? I cannot. Oh, I can't believe it because my son will be 16 in a few days, but that's beside the point. We are going to get into this video. We are going to make 3 recipes today that the main ingredient is biscuit dough, like canned refrigerated biscuit dough. So we're going to finish up shopping and then we'll head to the house and start cooking. So I am done in the grocery store. The total for everything was $29.28. That did include me adding on a Dr. Pepper at last minute. Your girl needs her caffeine first thing in the morning. But that's also 66 cents in tax. So let's take all this stuff home and get ready to cook. So our first meal for the day is going to be these ham, egg, and cheese biscuit waffle sandwiches. Say that 5 times fast. But we're going to start out by making some scrambled eggs. I just have 6 eggs in a bowl. I'm going to add a splash of milk. This is totally optional. This is just how we do it. And then I'm going to salt and pepper my eggs to taste. I'm going to mix that all together. Then we're going to throw it in a frying pan and scramble them up. And just a quick little side note, when you scramble your eggs, you do them to how you like them. We like harder scrambled eggs, but if you're someone who likes them softer, go ahead and do it however you prefer. They will go inside of a biscuit in the waffle maker and cook a little more, but still, it's your preference. So now we're gonna go ahead and get our biscuits ready to fill. I did buy this small can of the Grand's flaky layer biscuits, and I've just separated them apart, and I'm gonna flatten out each piece to where I can put my ingredients on it. I'm gonna top it with 1 to 2 scoops of eggs, a slice of sandwich cheese, and then about 2 slices of thin deli ham. It's actually like the lunch meat kind, but it worked perfect. And then I'll top it with another biscuit before we take it over to the waffle maker. Now you want to make sure that your waffle iron is good and greased with some cooking spray, and then just place your filled biscuit down in the waffle iron, close it, and let it cook. It cooks the biscuit dough perfectly on each side. I will say the cheese does melt out a little bit, so it makes it a little messy getting out, but look at that. It is so good. These turned out perfect, and we can't wait to try them with other breakfast meats. Next up, we're going to make a meatball sub bubble up bake. This recipe is so easy and literally only 4 ingredients. And of course, we're going to use a can of biscuit dough. We are going to take each one of these 8 biscuits and cut them into 6 pieces and then add them to our spaghetti sauce. So now in the large bowl, we're going to add all those chopped up biscuit pieces, and then we're going to add some jarred spaghetti sauce. You can absolutely use whatever sauce you like. I just chose one that honestly I found on a coupon sale, and it's cheesy and really good. But you need about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of this, and I will say 2 cups in my opinion is a little too much, but that's what I started out with, so live and learn. It's totally fine. Didn't alter the flavor. It's just a little saucier than what I prefer. But you want to stir all of the biscuit pieces and the sauce together. That way everything gets very well coated. Once all of your biscuit pieces and sauce are combined really well, grease a 9x13 baking dish and pour those biscuit pieces right down in the bottom to create an even layer. Next, we're going to pour in a small bag of frozen meatballs. Once you have them in your baking dish, just place those out in an even layer as well, and then we'll get ready to top with some shredded cheese. Now the recipe calls for mozzarella cheese, but all I had was this Italian blend, and the recipe also only calls for about a half a bag of this cheese. But if you have been around and a part of my channel for any length of time, you know the more cheese the better in our house. So I just used the entire bag, and I'm gonna spread it out so it covers all of the meatballs evenly, and then we're gonna pop it in the oven to bake. So the recipe does say to cover it with tin foil and bake at 350 for 40 minutes, and then remove the foil and bake another 10 minutes. I baked it according to those times, just without the tin foil because I didn't have any. It turned out perfect, and my entire family cleared this whole casserole dish. So the next recipe we made was a bacon cheeseburger casserole. In a large skillet, I have 2 pounds of hamburger meat browning up. The recipe does say to add in some chopped onion. My family doesn't like that and will not eat things that have pieces of onion in it. So I added a little bit of dried minced onion, and I'm just gonna cook this until the meat is brown. While the meat's browning, I'm gonna take my can of biscuits and cut each biscuit into 8 pieces and set it to the side. I have my meat drained now, and I'm gonna add it right back into the pan. I'm gonna add in 1 can of cheddar cheese soup. If you cannot find cheddar cheese, you can substitute for cream of celery, but add that straight into your pan. Add in a half a cup of ketchup, and the recipe does call for mustard. 1, I didn't have any, and 2, my family will not eat it, so I left that part out, but I did add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, just a couple dashes, and then I'm gonna mix all this together and let it cook for a few minutes. Once all of that is cooked together for a few minutes, we're gonna add in a tablespoon each of onion powder and garlic powder, and then I'm gonna add some salt and pepper to taste, and we're gonna mix that together and cook it for about 1 minute to 2 minutes. Once everything is well combined, I have a greased baking dish that I am going to pour all of my meat mixture right down into the bottom. I'm going to smooth this out into a flat, even layer. Now I'm also going to add half of a bag of real bacon bits, an entire bag of shredded cheddar cheese. This is actually triple cheddar. You can use whatever kind you like, but this is what I had. And then I'm going to top the cheese with the remaining bacon bits. And then we're going to top it with our biscuit pieces and throw it in the oven. Bake this for 18 to 20 minutes at 375 degrees. And then once it's done, remove it from the oven, let it cool, serve it as is or with whatever side you choose. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you give some of these recipes a try. And if you enjoy videos like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel by hitting that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. That way you get notified every time I upload.